Dreamsayer welcomes you, dear listener. As you settle into your comfortable resting place, allow your mind to drift and your body to relax, sinking deeper into softness with each gentle breath. Tonight, we embark on a tender adaptation of Bai Xishuan, a beloved tale from China's rich mythological tradition. Let the soft whispers of ancient wisdom carry you to peaceful slumber. In the ethereal realm of the immortals, where jade-green mountains pierce silver-lined clouds and time flows like honey from a celestial spoon, there lived a white snake spirit named Bai Xishuan. Her meditation garden floated among clouds that shimmered with all the colors of dawn, where pearl-white flowers bloomed in eternal spring and crystal streams sang lullabies to the stars. Each morning, as the first rays of sun painted the clouds in shades of rose and gold, Bai Xishuan would emerge from her chamber dressed in robes that seemed woven from moonbeams and morning frost. Her hair, black as a starless night, cascaded down her back like a waterfall of silk, adorned with hairpins carved from pure white jade that caught and scattered light like trapped stars. In this peaceful sanctuary, butterflies with wings of spun silver danced through air that sparkled with ancient magic. Wind chimes made of polished jade sang their gentle songs, their notes blending with the soft rustle of bamboo leaves and the distant murmur of sacred springs. Here, Bai Xishuan spent 1,000 years in peaceful cultivation, accompanied by her dearest friend, a smaller green snake spirit named Shaoqing. Shaoqing complemented Bai Xishuan's serene presence with her own vibrant energy. Dressed in varying shades of spring green, her movements were as fluid as young willow branches dancing in a breeze. Together, they would tend to their celestial garden, where flowers bloomed in colors that existed only in dreams and jade orchids chimed softly when the wind passed through their crystalline petals. Often, they would sit beneath an ancient tree whose leaves shimmered between silver and gold with each breath of wind. I wonder, Bai Xishuan would muse, her voice soft as silk, what it feels like to experience life as humans do, where each moment is precious because it cannot last forever. These conversations would drift on breezes scented with osmanthus and chrysanthemum, carrying their thoughts toward the mortal realm below. When autumn arrived in the world of humans, painting the landscape in warm amber and burnished gold, Bai Xishuan felt the timing was perfect for her descent. The season of transformation seemed fitting for her own journey of change. As she and Shaoqing prepared for their departure, they gathered essence from the morning dew and starlight to maintain their cultivation in the mortal realm. The city of Hangzhou welcomed them with a tapestry of sensory delights. The air was rich with the scent of sweet osmanthus trees in bloom, their tiny golden flowers releasing waves of fragrance that drifted across West Lake like invisible clouds. Street vendors called out in melodious voices, selling mooncakes and sweet rice dumplings, while the sound of airy music floated from nearby tea houses. In her human form, Bai Xishuan retained an otherworldly grace that drew admiring glances from passers-by. Her white silk robes, embroidered with subtle patterns of clouds and cranes, whispered against the stone paths as she walked. Her eyes, the color of mountain lakes in summer, held depths of wisdom that both attracted and mystified those who met her gaze. Shaoqing, transformed into a maiden dressed in the tender green of new bamboo leaves, walked beside her friend as they explored their new world. Together, they established a small residence near the water's edge, where every corner of their garden held both beauty and purpose. Carefully tended herbs grew in spiraling patterns, lavender chamomile for peaceful sleep, fragrant mint for clarity of mind, and delicate jasmine for emotional balance. It was during a gentle spring rain, when the world seemed wrapped in a pearl-gray blanket of tranquility, that destiny brought Bai Xishuan and Su Xian together. The rain fell in a soft musical cascade, each drop creating ripples on the lake's surface that spread like rings of liquid light. A young herbalist approached, his kind eyes the color of warm honey, his scholarly robes neat but well worn from his work with medicines. When he offered his oil paper umbrella to shelter Susan, the simple gesture carried such genuine kindness that it touched something deep within her immortal heart. Their courtship unfolded like a delicate scroll painting, each day adding new details to their story. Susian's herbal shop became their shared sanctuary, where the air was always rich with the complex symphony of medicinal scents. Dried chrysanthemum flowers hung in golden bunches from the ceiling beams, while red ginseng roots and white angelica lay carefully arranged on bamboo trays. Together, they would prepare remedies for the townspeople, their hands working in perfect harmony as they measured, ground, and mixed the herbs. Their home became a haven of tranquility, where life moved at the peaceful pace of clouds crossing the sky. The small garden was a masterpiece of natural harmony. Bamboo grew in elegant stands, their leaves creating a gentle symphony with every breeze. A pond held golden carp that moved like living jewels through crystal-clear water, while carefully tended bonsai trees told stories of patience and persistence in their artfully shaped branches. During warm evenings, when the air was soft as silk and crickets sang their evening songs, they would gather in their garden pavilion. Lanterns hung from bamboo poles cast a warm, honey-colored light that turned the space into an enchanted realm. Xiao Qing would brew tea in the traditional way, each movement precise and graceful as a dance, while fireflies emerged to dance among the evening shadows like earthbound stars. Su Xian would often speak of his patients, his voice soft with compassion as he described their ailments and hopes. Susan would listen, her heart growing fuller with each display of his gentle nature. Unknown to him, she was sharing small amounts of her spiritual energy with their healing herbs, enhancing their properties through her immortal essence. The seasons flowed one into another, marking their days with natural beauty. In spring, they would celebrate the plum blossoms, their pink and white petals drifting like scented snow in the breeze. Summer brought lotus flowers to West Lake, their pink and white blooms rising from the water like symbols of enlightenment. Autumn painted their world in gold and crimson, while winter wrapped their home in peaceful silence and the subtle beauty of snow. The local community came to cherish their presence. Elderly neighbors would bring them vegetables from their gardens in exchange for healing teas, while children would stop by to listen to Susan tell stories in her melodious voice. Many noticed that plants seemed to flourish unusually well in their presence, and that their remedies had an almost magical quality to them, but such thoughts were always overshadowed by the genuine kindness and care they showed to everyone they met. When Fai, a Buddhist monk from Jinshan Temple, entered their story, he brought with him the deep resonance of temple bells and ancient wisdom. The temple itself stood like a dream made solid, its curved roofs and red pillars rising from morning mist like a celestial palace. Though he could see Susan's true nature, she faced his suspicion with graceful determination, demonstrating through daily actions the pure nature of her love for Su Xian and her commitment to helping others. The moment of truth during the Dragon Boat Festival unfolded like a painted scroll of incomparable beauty. Lanterns floated on the dark water like a river of stars, their light reflecting in countless ripples. The air was filled with the sound of distant drums and the sweet scent of rice dumplings wrapped in bamboo leaves. When Su Xian discovered his beloved's true nature, it was as gentle as the moment between sleeping and waking, when dreams and reality merge into something more profound than either. Looking into Susan's eyes, he saw not a fearsome spirit, but the same soul he had grown to love, the same gentle hands that had helped him heal others, the same heart that had brought such joy to his life. Their love proved stronger than any challenge, like a lotus growing through mud to bloom in pristine beauty. Even if AI came to understand that love, like the Tao itself, flows beyond the boundaries of form and tradition. As seasons continued their eternal dance, Bai Suxian and Su Xian's life together became a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of both mortal and immortal experiences. Their son grew like a young bamboo shoot, straight and strong, carrying within him the wisdom of both worlds. Their home remained a sanctuary where all were welcome, its gates open like arms ready to embrace any who sought peace and healing. The waters of West Lake still hold their story, each ripple a whispered reminder of love's transformative power. On quiet evenings, when mist rises from the water like dreams taking flight and the moon paints silver paths across the dark surface, one might glimpse two figures walking arm in arm along the shore. Their love is eternal as the stars above, as constant as the turning of seasons, as deep as the waters of the lake itself. And so, dear listener, as you drift toward peaceful dreams, let the gentle wisdom of this tale wrap around you like a warm embrace. May the soft lapping of West Lake's waters against ancient stones guide you into tranquil sleep, where you too might wander through mystic gardens where pearl-white flowers bloom in eternal spring, and experience the tender touch of understanding that transforms all it reaches. Rest now, as the ancient tale of the white snake enfolds you like a soft blanket of starlight. Let your thoughts float away like lotus petals on still water, carrying you into the realm of sweet dreams, where love knows no boundaries and peace flows like a gentle stream through the garden of your mind. Dream sweetly. The stars will watch over your rest, until morning light returns to paint the world anew.